Hey everyone, welcome back. Ready for another deep dive.
Definitely. Always ready to learn from the best.
So today we're going to unpack the incredible leadership journey of Rima Jasser.
Oh, yeah. Global director at Ford Motor Company. I was reading over her story earlier.
Seriously impressive. And what's really cool is we have her own words to guide us.
Right. From that interview, super candid and honest.
Yep, she really opened up about her path, the good, the tough, and everything she's learned along the way.
Should be pretty insightful.
I think so too, because we're going to extract the real key takeaways.
About her leadership specifically.
Exactly. See what we can all learn from her experience.
Love it. It's interesting, right? Because we're not just getting a polished resume or anything.
No. It's so much deeper than that.
Yeah, more about her, evolution as a leader,
Absolutely. Her resilience, too.
Oh, for sure. And the people, right? The importance of having the right people in your corner.
Totally. I mean, think about this. She comes to the U.S. from Lebanon at 18. Doesn't speak English.
Wow.
Not only masters the language, but then thrives in a field as demanding as the auto industry.
I mean, talk about a commitment to growth, right?
Talk about it.
Really incredible.
Those early experiences, I think, really forged her leadership style.
Yeah, starting as a production supervisor at Ford, right?
That's it.
Found that passion for manufacturing, the belief in putting her people first.
Which comes through in every step of her career, by the way.
Such a strong sense of empathy. You can just feel it.
Totally. And, it's interesting. Her career path is anything but linear.
No kidding. Environmental engineer, production supervisor.
Industrial engineering, lean manufacturing, the Ford production system.
She intentionally sought out every single challenge she could find.
Right.
Speaks volumes about her drive.
Absolutely.
And her willingness to, dive headfirst into uncharted territory.
Totally.
And this isn't just checking boxes on a resume either. She actively pursued roles that pushed her.
I know. Even when other people, question those choices.
Right. Are you sure you want to do that?
There's a great quote from her. I think it really sums it up. She said, "To really grasp the business and lead actively, you need to roll up your sleeves and get hands-on experience with the tough jobs."
That resonates, yeah.
Have you ever felt that way?
Totally. It's all about understanding, right? Really getting a deep understanding of those challenges your team faces.
For sure.
And leading from a place of, shared experience, not just, theorizing.
Totally. Okay, so let's talk about her time in the Asia-Pacific region.
Ooh, yeah.
So she takes on this massive role, launching lean manufacturing in 18 plants across 7 countries.
I mean, talk about a challenge.
What can we learn from this part of her journey, especially, for those of us who might be looking to make a similar leap in our own careers?
That's a good question. I think what's fascinating here is she was essentially building a system from scratch.
Oh, wow.
Across different cultures and languages.
Yeah.
So this required not just that technical expertise in lean manufacturing, but exceptional communication.
I would imagine.
Collaboration skills, adaptability, a deep respect for diverse perspectives, appreciating that everyone brings something unique to the table.
Absolutely.
And these are all, transferable skills. They're valuable in any leadership role, no matter what industry you're in.
It's true, no matter the industry.
Yeah.
It's like she became a master of navigating complexity and leading through change, which is something I think we all need to get better at.
For sure.
Now, speaking of pivotal moments, let's shift gears a bit to something that was absolutely crucial for Rima.
Okay.
Mentorship.
Oh, huge.
Specifically, her experience with the Women Rising program and the coaching she received there.
I was just reading about that. It's so interesting. So for context, the Women Rising program, it's designed to empower women in leadership within Ford. It's a platform for networking, professional development, all kinds of mentorship opportunities. And through this program, Rima got coaching that helped her unlock a whole new level of self-awareness.
So it wasn't just about skills training, right?
No. Way more than that.
It was mindset. It was internal. What were some of the key takeaways for her?
Yeah.
And how can we apply those lessons to our own lives?
So for Rima, the program helped her recognize that hard work alone isn't always enough. You have to advocate for yourself, articulate your goals, actively seek out opportunities.
Be your own champion.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Waiting for someone to just notice your brilliance. Not a winning strategy.
I love that. It's about
Yeah.
taking ownership of your career
Yeah.
and not being afraid to ask for what you want.
And deserve,
Yeah.
100%. And it's also super important to like highlight the difference between mentors and sponsors.
Oh, good point.
Both played a vital role in Rima's success.
Right.
Because a mentor can provide guidance and advice, but a sponsor is someone who's actively advocating for you, in those rooms where you're not present, opening doors, creating opportunities.
That makes so much sense.
Yeah.
This reminds me of a time when...
Yeah, exactly. Like sometimes you need someone to vouch for you.
Well, totally.
Yeah.
Makes a huge difference.
It really does. But, it's not just finding a mentor and then calling it a day either.
No, for sure not.
It's about those authentic connections with people you really admire.
Right.
Who see something in you too,
See your potential.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah, surrounding yourself with those individuals, the ones who can guide you, support you.
Champion your growth, even.
Yep.
Okay, so let's talk about her leadership style now.
Okay.
What are those values that drive her approach?
That's a great question. And this is where it gets really inspiring, I think. We see a leader who really prioritizes kindness, listening, genuine understanding.
That's nice to hear.
Right.
Yeah.
Humility, too. Giving back. These aren't just, buzzwords for Rima.
No, I don't think so.
They're really woven into the fabric of her interactions, her decisions.
It's refreshing to hear about a leader who emphasizes those qualities.
Definitely. Especially in a world that often prioritizes that, like, cutthroat ambition.
Right.
Those aggressive tactics. It's like win at all costs, no matter what.
It can get pretty intense out there.
Rima's approach is a powerful reminder, though,
Yeah.
that leadership is really about empowering others, right?
For sure.
Building that sense of community, making a positive impact, and not just, focused on the bottom line.
And she doesn't just talk the talk, she walks the walk, too.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. All that community work, both within Ford through those employee resource groups, right?
Mhm.
And externally. With organizations like Trones and Colitis, the March of Dimes, shows her a dedication to making a difference.
It really does.
Yeah.
And this commitment to service, it extends to her role as a leader at Ford, too.
Totally. She sees herself as like an advocate for the younger generation,
That's great.
guiding them, supporting them on their own leadership journeys.
I love that. Rima's story isn't all sunshine and roses, though, is it?
Right. No, not at all. And I really appreciate this about her, She's so incredibly candid about those struggles, those moments of self-doubt, facing judgment, particularly earlier in her career, I think.
Couldn't have been easy. Being an immigrant woman, navigating a male-dominated industry.
Yeah, there must have been a lot of pressure.
That vulnerability is so powerful, though.
I think so, too.
Instead of shying away from those challenges, she, leans in.
Shares those strategies that helped her overcome them.
Like what?
Seeking support from trusted people, first of all, focusing on what she could actually control, and then cultivating that strong sense of self-worth, really believing in herself.
And then she brings up that quote from Brene Brown. If you're not in the arena fighting the fight, your opinion of me does not matter.
Oh, that's a good one.
It's a powerful reminder, isn't it? To silence those external voices of doubt. Just stay focused on your own path. Your own goals. Have you ever felt that way? Needing to block out the noise? Trust your gut.
All the time. There will always be people who don't understand or don't support your journey. What matters is staying true to yourself,
Right.
your values, your vision.
Couldn't have said it better myself. So Rima's story, it's a testament to the fact that experience, mentorship, self-reflection, they're powerful tools for building confidence.
Absolutely.
It's a journey, not a destination, It's okay to stumble along the way. What matters is that we learn from those stumbles and keep moving forward.
And that's exactly what she did, She
Gorgeous.
transformed those early struggles into a source of strength.
And ultimately found her voice and stepped into her power.
Exactly. I was just thinking about how she talked about taking those tough jobs, remember? The ones everyone else thought she was crazy for wanting.
Oh, yeah. Those experiences were key, weren't they? In shaping her leadership style, building her confidence.
Oh, totally.
It's almost like she intentionally sought out those challenges, knowing that they would push her to grow.
Yeah.
That's what I admire so much about her.
Yeah, it's counterintuitive, isn't it?
Totally.
But it clearly paid off for her, right?
Big time.
Those demanding roles, they forced her to, stretch her abilities, sharpen her problem-solving skills, get a much deeper understanding of those, complexities of the business.
And probably most importantly, gave her invaluable insights into the experiences of the people she was leading, fostering empathy, that connection.
Oh, for sure. It wasn't just delegating from a distance. She was leading from a place of understanding.
Shared experience. Exactly. Yeah, it's pretty remarkable. It's so inspiring to see how she just took those challenges and turned them into fuel for her growth. It's that blend of real world experience, right? The support from those mentors and sponsors. And just a genuine commitment to serving others. That makes her such a remarkable leader.
It does.
I think it drives home the point that leadership, it's not about the titles or the positions.
No, not at all. It's about that positive impact you have on the people around you.
Empowering them to grow and succeed. And, something that stood out to me was Rima's focus on community.
Yeah, for sure.
Like she's actively engaged in those employee resource groups within Ford. Right? And then dedicates her time to organizations like Crohn's and Colitis, the March of Dime.
Yeah.
That speaks volumes about her character. It really does.
It does. It highlights that belief that we all have a responsibility to, give back, support one another, make a positive contribution to the world around us.
Absolutely. It's recognizing that leadership, it goes beyond the walls of the workplace. It extends into our communities. So as we wrap up our deep dive into Rima Jasser's incredible journey, what are your, biggest takeaways? What resonated most with you?
I think for me, it's her, unwavering commitment to growth, never shying away from those challenges, even when they seemed daunting. And she intentionally sought out those experiences that pushed her beyond her comfort zone, That growth mindset paired with her empathy and dedication to service, that's what makes her such an effective and inspiring leader.
Couldn't agree more. I think what struck me was the emphasis she puts on mentorship and sponsorship.
Oh, yeah.
Rima's story is such a powerful reminder that we don't have to navigate our careers alone.
Absolutely not.
Seeking guidance from those who've, walked the path before us, finding those champions who believe in our potential, and being willing to ask for what we want. These are all crucial elements for success.
So true. And as we kind of reflect on Rima's journey, I'd like to leave you all with a question. How has her story inspired you to think differently about your own leadership path? Maybe it's a renewed commitment to seeking out mentors or sponsors, a willingness to embrace new challenges, or even just a newfound confidence in your ability to, find your voice and make a difference.
Those are fantastic questions for us all to consider. Thank you so much for joining us on this deep dive into the remarkable leadership journey of Rima Jasser. We hope you found her story as inspiring as we did. Until next time.